question. Do I have... Wait. Oh, I don't know if I have sound or not. I don't think I do. Actually, I think it's on really slightly. I do have... Also, the music is back to normal again for some reason. I don't know why the music in here just doesn't stay. It's weird. This is quieter. Don't worry about the Don't worry about the sound being really low. I usually play with voice turned down a lot, and on Genshin I play with voice set to 0. Wardens. Sure. That's a good one. Or March 8th. Oh, press the button. We change the sounds. Also, can this friggin' music work? Stupid phonograph. Thank you. Jeez. That's the music I actually want to play.
Kalinga Abyss. What does she expect to find there? Current research on the Leviathan merely proves how little we know about such life forms.
That's why geniuses are interested in that field. Science is all about uncovering the unknown. Don't miss us too much.
And then the music stops again. Nope. Yeah, I really don't get why it does that. It's like, it does it every single time I've entered the Express or done anything in here. Like, I'll go to do that and it'll switch music. I'll talk to Pom Pom and it'll switch music. Like, I don't want whatever that other stuff that plays is. I want this shit. It's just a jam.
Himeko really knows how to convince people. Between Leviathan fossils and the war dance, the latter definitely sounds more fun. By the way, Danhung, this time you'll be taking a stroll with us on the Lafu, right?
And just let you two wander around aimlessly on the Luofu by yourselves? I don't think so. Plus, Mr. Yang is right. The Ambrosial Arbor crisis just ended, and both the long life and short life species are still feeling uneasy. And that's why Jing Yuan wants to organize the war dance, to show that the Xianzhou Luofu is stable and safe. And since he has extended an invitation, it's only right that I visit my old friend.
Yippee!
Coming back to this place brings back so many memories. You know?
Something I should do. I should like make teams specifically for each like area of the game. So like if I'm doing stuff on the space station, I have like Herda as my main character. If I'm on the Luofu, I use Imbiber Lunai. But I don't think I have any more damage characters from the Luofu, do I? That I actually use? Not really. When I'm in Bellabog, who would I use from Bellabog? I'm actually not sure. Who do I have from Bellabog? Actually, no, I have Clara. So I'd use Clara at Bellabog. And then Penacony, I use Firefly. I guess she doesn't really count. Neither does Acheron, really. I mean, they were introduced there, but they aren't characters from there. I don't think have there been any damage dealers released from Penacony? I don't actually know.
Hey, I'm not actually gonna recite a poem. I was just thinking about all the twists and turns we went through when we first arrived on the Xianzhou. This time, we're not being forced or enticed or chasing after wanted criminals. And we didn't have to sneak in through the cargo dock. Quite unusual, I must say.
We're so easily pleased. I actually feel sorry for us.
Such is the fate of us nameless, I suppose.
Oh, hi, Yenching. No, Yenching's gonna be walking on.
Starskip Haven always this crowded? Oh, there are so many people here. I can barely hear anything.
Do I have? Hold on, I gotta look through my list actually. Let's see. Oh, actually, rather than using Imbiber Lunai as my character for from the Xianzhou, it actually probably would be Qingtra. Yeah, have there been any characters released that are actually from
Jing Yuan sent him to welcome us.
Hidestone?
But where is he?
Where am I? Where is it? Data bank. Have there actually been any DPS characters released that are from from Penacony? Like actually from Penacony? I don't think there have been. Like I'm just trying to look for characters that are from Penacony, period. Misha, actually. Misha counts. But I don't think there's anyone else. Yeah, I don't think there are any. Wait. That's kind of crazy. Because all these other characters are from other factions. Like, there were a bunch of characters that were released during it. But Boot Hill's from the Galaxy Rangers. Does Black Swan count? Actually, don't know. But Black Swan is from Memo Keeper. Jade is a member of the IPC. I'm trying to remember. Let me think. I'm trying to remember which characters were added. Acheron is, well, at first we thought Galaxy Rangers, but she's actually an emanator of nihility, so she's a self-annihilator. Firefly is from the Stellaron Hunter, so she doesn't count either. Sparkle is not DPS, but Sparkle's also from the tavern. What was it called? Tavern of Fools or something like that? I can't remember. But she's one of the followers. Aha, she's not actually from there. So interestingly enough, we have no DPS characters that were released besides Misha that are actually from Penacony. That's kind of crazy. Huh.
Let's wait for him in front of the loom. It's the most prominent landmark on the dock.
There's some people from some
Hey,
Dream
you guys,
Chasers.
hold on a moment.
Depeche.
Did they just call us? Are you familiar with the Sanjo Lafu?
We know a little bit about it.
We're from Penacony. Maybe you've heard of it. We came to this ship to gather interesting materials for making dream bubbles.
Oh, we just left there. Oh, talk about coincidence.
That's great. Do you know any must-see attractions on Linofu?
We did, but the locals were all like, come on, there's nothing worth seeing
Oh,
on the
great.
Lafu. It's so boring here.
Ha! Can't blame them. If someone asked me what's there to see on Penacony, I'd probably struggle to answer too.
Makes sense. If you're like, hey, what's a great place to go in the place you grew up in? Like, I don't fucking know. I've been here so long, it's all the same. To be fair, if someone had come down to Irvington and be like, hey, where's a good place to go? I genuinely wouldn't know where. Because to me, it's just a blank, barren nothingness there. Then again, most of my memories are probably from, like, actual memories that I've kept are probably from high school. But even then, most of them I've gotten rid of.
That's why we're asking fellow tourists. Most of the tourists around at the moment are here to attend the war dance. Yeah, we know about that ceremony. But isn't the fighting ring still closed?
I've heard the ring was actually converted from a huge decommissioned Lafu fighter jet. No doubt about it. It's a massive fighter jet.
But for now, all we can do is wait until the war dance starts in a few weeks before we can board it. We've still got work to do, so we can't just sit around waiting for it to start. That's why we're asking you about some must-see attractions.
We're looking for unique experiences that you won't find on Penacony. Our clients love these kinds of dream bubbles the most.
I would say... It's a good question. I'm trying to remember the name of it. What's the name of the area where the star skiffs are made? I suppose that'd be pretty cool for like those who don't have experience with star skiffs. See, a lot of places are really enough are still closed off, like the Alchemy Commission and the Artisanship Commission. I'm really not sure what good places there would be to go. Most of our experience here has been fighting.
You're the expert here.
Armalia Fixtural Garden. Scale Gorge Waterscape isn't exactly a place you'd want to go. It's crawling with monsters. Arm Alley would also make sense, though, and Fixtural Garden sort of as well.
That's indeed a good idea. While the dreamscape on Penacony is all artificial, Scale Gorge Waterscape is a celebration of nature's resurgence. It has some remarkable scenery.
Awesome! I love being out there in nature. Let's go to Scale Gorge Waterscape first.
I'm a bit worried that nature-themed dream bubbles might be outdated. But hey,
See you later. Maybe we'll run into each other there in a few days.
Calling nature stuff outdated just feels wrong to me. Like, come on.
Yanqing's here.
wow, really? Let's go catch up with him.
Yippee! Oh, yeah, the depressed Cycrane.
Here you are. Everyone, this
Oh, this is the dude I have to continue doing quests for. I have a lot of quests I probably should do. Yanqing, my boy, how you doing?
one. It's been a while.
It doesn't feel like it's been that long since we last saw you.
What's up, Miss March?
They say kids grow up really fast. Yenching, are you a little bit taller than before?
We've only been away for a few months.
cautiously pinch Yenching's cheek. I can't speak.
What are you doing? Sorry, but after our previous adventures, I've become suspicious of whoever greets us first.
You have to be suspicious around me too.
You know, the last time we came to the Xianzhou,
There's a lot of speaking for the
first person who
Trailblazer.
greeted us was...
I get it. Better safe than sorry.
Also, aren't we getting like a 5-star version of Ting Yin soon called Fugu? Like, I saw her design. I was like, it's just Ting Yin but better. I was like, that's actually kind of cool. Ah, shoot, I think she was Nihility too. Nihility's pretty cool. I like Nihility. Nihility and Destruction are definitely my favorites. Those are my number one, and then Erudition would be second after that.
Seriously, I've never seen the Lafu so lively before.
I was a bit worried that holding the war dance right after the Ambrosial Arbor crisis might be too soon. But seeing the bustling Starskiff Haven, I understand why General Jinren chose this timing.
Yep. There's people from other delves and travelers like you three who've come from afar. With the war dance coming up, there's a huge number of visitors pouring into the Starskiff Haven. The Cloud Knights are working hard to keep the security tight. The General said this ceremony would help the Xianzhou Lafu recover from the crisis. It's a way to showcase our martial spirit, reassure people, boost morale, and attract visitors from other planets to promote trade and peace. By the way, the Xianzhou Alliance places great importance on this ceremony too. The Xianzhou ships, the Zhuming and the Yaoqing, have both sent messengers to offer their blessings. Yeah, I wonder if you've heard of it. It's known as the Star Forge, and it's responsible for providing more than half of the Cloud Knights' armaments. The Xianzhou Zhuming boasts skilled craftsmasters, and General Lian is a top-notch craftsman himself. If only I could get a sword forged by him, I'd be on Cloud 9.
By the way, Yenching, where are we headed next?
I'm sorry for talking your ear off. The General wants to catch up with you at the Palace of Astrid.
Makes sense.
He's eager to hear about how the Express has been doing.
It's funny how he tries to act all mature, but whenever it comes to something he's interested in, you can really see his childish side.
It's called autism. You're pretty much the same in that regard.
I agree.
All units, assemble quickly. Get ready to protect the crowd.
What the heck?
Just mentioned security. And now all of a sudden something's gone wrong. Excuse me.
You're just as jinxed as March.
What's that supposed to mean?
We'll go with you.
What's here this time? What the heck is that?
Protect the civilians. I'll deal with him.
Is it gonna give me a trial, Yanching? That'd be really annoying. Oh, okay. What is this? Ooh. Enemies with this mark can enter the Moon Rage state. After enemies use attacks, apply 1 stack of Bloodlust to enemy units that can trigger Moon Rage. When Bloodlust reaches a certain number of stacks, the unit enters the Moon Rage state. At the same time, a Moon Rage countdown appears in the action order. When the countdown's turn begins, Moon Rage is dispelled across all enemy units.
This
Interesting.
Why are there Borisin here?
Borisin.
This ends now.
Huh. So this is what a Borisin is. I think I just heard about it at some point. Let's see. Okay, so these are the... Interesting. So fire... Yeah, fire, imaginary, physical, wind. Yeah, having enemies that are already weak to fire is really nice.
Until everything burns to ashes! Set the seas of flame!
Life's like a good brew, my friends. Indulge yourselves!
Dreams do come true.
It gives
Firefly
bloodlust, is what it looks like. Did that give bloodlust? No, it made them have bloodlust. Ah, okay. I see, kind of see how it works now.
Fight!
Speed it up.
Let the show begin.
You'll pay for that.
Step up, let's see ya.
Set the seas
Okay, interesting. They didn't get to enter the blood raid, moon raid state, but not hard to beat them.
Not good.
Oh, hi, Yinli. See, that's the character I kind of wanted, because I heard she was something like Clara.
Thanks for the help.
Sorry, no time to chat.
Could you give me back my...
Just took his fucking sword. Dog, come on. Okay. The depressed Cycrane is still just in there.
Sword! I'm sorry, but I'm afraid we'll have to put our plans on hold for now. I need to find out what's going on.
Interesting. But I heard something like her and March have like an actual relationship.
My Cienjo friends, don't you think it's a bit too much to detain us and our cargo?
Sorry, but we've been ordered to detain you and your cargo for inspection until we figure out the source of the attack. Once we're done with the formalities, we'll let you and your cargo go.
But this shipment isn't even meant for the Wafu, and it's IPC's patented technology. Who do you think you are to conduct an inspection?
According to the protocol, all cargo arriving on the Luofu must go through inspection.
But we didn't officially enter your dock at all. We just sought refuge in your dock because we were attacked by the Borisin.
Looks like this argument could go on forever. Let's not get involved in a heated dispute that won't lead to a resolution.
You gotta understand that anything that enters the dock has to be inspected first. I mean, whether your intention was to be here or not, you still gotta be inspected.
Who's in
It
charge
just
here?
makes sense.
I need some answers.
It's my fault. We let our guard down for a moment.
With the war dance approaching, safety should be a top priority. Now, tell me, how did Borisin prisoners end up in Starskiff Haven? According to the protocol, Borisin prisoners should be held on a Starskiff and taken directly to the shackling prison under strict supervision without ever touching the ground. Who allowed a prisoner transport ship to dock at the passenger terminal?
Please don't blame this, Captain. This incident involves the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel.
Who are you?
I'm Lu Jun, officer in the Patrol Defense Squad. Thank you for your help, Lieutenant Yanqing. The situation unfolded rapidly and it shouldn't be held against the captain. Here's what happened. An IPC transport ship was attacked by the Borisin just before arriving, and the Zhu Ming's diplomatic vessel came to the rescue. We fought off the Borisin pirates and imprisoned them on their ship.
So, an IPC ship was attacked by the Borisin near the Luofu, and the Zhuming envoys saved them?
Honestly, it gives me a headache too. Zhu Ming diplomatic ship, adhering to standard procedure, docked at the passenger terminal to hand these criminals over to the Luofu.
It should not be done in the passenger terminal. What the fuck?
You know, with all the outsiders flooding onto the Luofu, the Starskiff lanes are under immense pressure. The Borisin desperados decided to put up a fight before the prisoner transport Starskiff could get there. And that's what you just witnessed.
We'll make sure these prisoners are sent to the shackling prison as soon as possible.
I see. It's an unusual situation indeed. I'll report it to the security department of the Realm Keeping Commission and ask for their cooperation in handling the aftermath. Maybe I should gather more details from others so that the Seat of Divine Foresight can have a better understanding of the situation.
Oh, you look much maturer now, Yanqing.
Please don't tease me, Miss March. The situation on the Cienjo before the war dance is like a calm lake that can be disturbed by even the smallest pebble.
What are those people? I mean, those monsters we just dealt with?
Another kobold, right?
Yeah, those werewolf monsters are known as Borisin. They are abominations of abundance, and we've been fighting them for a very long time. The Borisin have been a powerful force for a long time, plundering and enslaving many worlds. The threat they pose is just as terrible as the Swarm disaster, and the Alliance even had a fierce war with them 3 decades ago. And their presence has faded over the years.
According to that officer, they attacked an IPC ship near the Central Lofu.
Yeah, that's what I find strange too. It seems like the IPC and the Borisin have some serious grudges. Well, enough with the chit-chat. I'd love to chit-chat a little longer, but there are some things that can't be left unchecked.
Is it a serious matter?
Thank you, but by the way, that young lady who just appeared, she took my sword. I'm thinking of filing a lost property report at the Realm Keeping Commission to see if I can get it back.
I doubt she did it on purpose.
I'll go get the popcorn.
Don't remind me. All right, let's not keep the General waiting.
Don't worry. There aren't many people out there with that kind of talent. It shouldn't be too hard to find her.
I love the fact that he can control the swords mostly until someone else grabs it, and then it's like, oh well, I guess I'm here now. So she just fucking yoinked it and left.
There sure are a lot of troublemakers around.
Yeah, no, he's definitely sus. Oh, 50 just from that? Okay. Oh, wait, no, I'm 7 short. Damn it. Dang it.
It's been a long journey, Elder White. Thank you for your presence.
Don't mention it. Thank you for taking the time to welcome me.
General, I brought our
That better
guests
be
from the
playable in this for
Express.
sure.
Oh, I'm sorry for my bad timing. I didn't know you were meeting a guest, General.
I really want that old guy to be playable.
Don't worry, you're just in time. It's been a while, my friends from the Astral Express.
Did you miss us?
Sure, how couldn't I have? It's not often we find such moments to reunite and enjoy one another's presence.
Since when did she and General Jing done, Hung? They seem to be having a great time.
A lot must have happened without our knowledge. At least, I hope that's the case.
Allow me to introduce you to General Huayan. He's the Arbiter General of the Xianzhou Jumin, known as the Flaming Heart.
No need to be so formal. I'm just a tourist here, no different from other tourists who've come to attend the ceremony.
That's a much better seating position.
Elder Huayan is not only one of the Arbiter Generals, but also the Furnace Master of the Artisanship Commission. Besides his martial skills, he excels in forging various weapons. Such talents are unique, even among the Arbiter Generals.
Be it Arbiter General or Furnace Master, these are merely titles given to me long ago. I've retired several times already, but with the current change in circumstances, the Marshal has called me back to duty. I had no choice but to answer the call. Well, in the end, I'm to blame. Living such a long life naturally brings its share of disapproval.
It's an honor to meet you, General Huayan.
It makes sense about Dan Hong and Yanqing do that.
Honor to meet you, General Huayan.
Nice to meet you, General.
No need to be all formal. Today I'm just a guest on the lawful, same as all of you.
But I saying he better be a playable character. I don't think we have any playable old dudes in any of the games. Not to my knowledge, at least. The character I could think of that might be considered looking the oldest would be... that's a good question, actually. Really not sure. Every character looks like they're either like 12 or in somewhere in their 20s.
So, these three are the ones you mentioned, Jingyuin? The heroes who helped you with the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Indeed. There's Don Hung, March 7, and her. Without their help, I'm afraid the Luofu might not have easily overcome this crisis.
So, the Imbibitor Lune's reincarnation has returned to the Luofu and will attend the war dance. I'd love to have a drink with you should the chance present itself.
You're more than welcome, General Hua Yan.
And this young friend is?
Yanqing, my apprentice. He remains by my side as my retainer due to his youth, which I hope will season him with experience. He will stand for the Luofu's Cloud Knights in the upcoming war dance, ready to take on all kinds of challenges.
I like how Yunli's just sitting over there. She still has one of his swords.
Great! It's a real treat to see so many talented young people around here today. Oh, I almost forgot. This is my apprentice, Yun Li.
It's you!
Oh, it's you. Hello.
Oh, you two already know each other?
What a coincidence! I was afraid I'd have trouble finding this girl.
Oh, now you've piqued my curiosity.
She helped me capture the escaped Borisin prisoners at the Starskip Haven. Allow me to express my gratitude for you. But when you left, you took my flying sword with you.
Your flying sword? Oh, so that's why I found a dagger in my bag. Turns out it's yours.
Yes, it is.
Nope, that won't do.
I knew it. I was like, she's not gonna give it back.
Two?
You want your sword back, right? Well, you can't just take it back. On the Juming, when you lose your sword on the battlefield, you have to reclaim it on the battlefield. As for this little sword, it was supposed to strike that escaped Borisin prisoner. But unfortunately, its owner's agitated state caused it to fly off like a kite with a broken string. By the way, if I hadn't caught it and helped it hit its mark, that Borisin prisoner would have gotten away.
Hold on a sec, Yun Li. You took my sword without even asking, and now you're refusing to give it back?
So much for Luofu swordmasters.
What did you just say?
If you just stepped up and took your sword back from me fair and square, I would have totally respected you. But nope, you tried to play it down, expecting me to just hand it back to you like it's nothing. In front of everyone.
Kinda. That is just like a normal thing to do.
With all due respect, you don't honor your sword. So you don't deserve it.
Hasn't anyone told you that taking without asking is stealing? You want to settle this with swords?
Yanqing.
Well, that's more like it. Just be careful. Because I'm not as easy to handle as the Borisin.
You two, be quiet and apologize to Yanqing.
Hey! Whose side are you on, Grandpa?
It's a small misunderstanding, and an apology would be too much. I've heard about the Zhu Ming's incredible swordplay and craftsmanship, most notably the legendary Flame Wheel Octet. Seeing Miss Yun Li, who is among those ranks today, well, I must say, she definitely has that fiery edge.
Definitely. She also feels like one of those characters when she was really young. She definitely got into a shit ton of fights.
Such grandiose names. Some folks love to spin these fancy titles, trying to set the Cloud Knights apart. Yun Li is still just a young girl. A bit awkward and hot-tempered.
Well, everyone, Elder Huayan and I have some business to discuss. For now, Yang Qing, why don't you entertain our guests and take Miss Yun Li to the inn? I'll find another chance to talk with you all. I'd like to express my gratitude to the Astral Express for helping the Law Fu during the crisis.
That's so kind of you.
Please forgive me for coming at an inconvenient time.
You needn't apologize, General Huayan.
All right, Yun Li. Take this opportunity to clear things up with Yanqing.
Yeah. It's better to make friends than enemies. But I won't be heading to the inn just yet. I want to visit Lingsha. She just arrived in the Lawfu and could use some help settling in.
That's the character I'm going for right now.
Once you've helped our guests get
Because
settled,
I need more healers.
go to the Artisanship Commission for me. I've heard about the attack and the detainment of the IPC ship. Qingzu sent word that the IPC members are protesting and wish to have their cargo back. See if you can calm them down. Don't get aggressive. Just make it clear that the Xianzhou Luofu has no intention of violating their rights.
I'm on it.
You know, we passed by them on the way here. But now that Lingsha has been mentioned in the quest, I'm going to actually do... I keep forgetting that's not a button that exists in this. I don't like that I can't press down on right to get to the things that I took off the wheel. So I have to travel to it manually. There we go. I want to actually see what she does. The reason I want her is because she's another fire healer. Summon can automatically attack enemies. When Lingsha or summon attacks, restore HP for the entire team. And receive more break damage. That's one of the reasons I also wanted her. But also because she's a... oh. She's range too. But she's a fire healer who has an ult that does damage. Which is something I'm really looking for.
Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds.
It's a long ult line. Fuck. I really want to switch to the Traveler, use the thing, switch to Himiko, use the thing again, and then switch to Pela. But no, it doesn't let you.
Incense ascends, entwined with ethereal clouds.
Anyway, let's see what she does. Minor damage. Oh yeah, her skill also does damage, which is cool. Restores HP for all allies. Fu Yuan's action advances. Oh yeah, Fu Yuan is her summon, yeah. Using skill summons Fu Yuan. When taking action, launches follow-up attack and deals minor fire damage to all enemies. Additionally, deals minor fire damage to a single random enemy for a targeting target with both toughness greater than 0 and fire weakness. Dispels 1 debuff from all allies and restores HP. Using skill repeatedly will increase Fu Yuan's action count. So in a similar vein to Lightning Lord. After using technique, immediately summons Fu Yuan at the start of the next battle and increases break damage taken by all enemies. So, increases break damage taken by all enemies and deals fire damage to all enemies. At the same time, restores HP for allies, and Fu Yuan's action advances.
The stench of evil.
But yeah, Fu Yuan, yeah, is on there. Oh, it's AoE. Shit, that's really good.
Your body and mine.
You won't get away.
You're a stubborn one. Not good.
Wait a minute. Is her healing HP based? Because her HP's really low. Hold on a minute. Can I... hold on. Okay. Wait, it is attack based. Wait, what? Okay. Okay, that's one difference. Okay, she's an HP based, or she's an attack based healer. Have we had one of those yet? I don't think we have. Oh, it's not on that spot.
Let the show begin. You won't get away.
Oh baby. Yeah, let me hit him with the boop. Boop.
Enemy data secure. Net markers activated. Time for a good old counterattack. burns clear as a flame.
What level are these? 80? Why do they have such low HP?
Everything in this world is bleeding.
Okay, there's more enemies. Good. I was gonna say otherwise that's really short.
Perhaps you still don't understand. Humanity never conceals its desire to control the heavens, and I am no exception.
Immerse yourself in it. Time to cleanse the truth.
You won't get away.
We have the upper hand. Get it together.
So I'm definitely gonna use her with Firefly. Because the increase in break damage is also like really good.
Quickly of your body and mind.
Nice. Okay. I got an achievement for that as well, for some reason. But yeah, that also gets me the extra of that. Interesting character, I'll say that. But I definitely want her over, definitely better than Gallagher on this team. Also, I get to talk to Yinli.
This trip is totally worth it. Compared to the Juming, the Luofu is so much livelier. But it's a shame the Luofu's swordmaster. Glad to meet you too. Are you here to participate in the war dance? So, you're not a participant? Well, you can still sign up. The Cloud Knights. That's how outsiders refer to my peers in the Juming Cloud Knights and the Artisanship Commission. We all train under Grandpa's guidance, learning the art of craftsmanship and swordplay. That's how we got that title, I guess. Just don't mention it in front of Grandpa. He always says that empty titles bring pointless challenges and conflicts. We Juming Swordmasters pride ourselves on the success of the group over the individual.
That's based.
I have some things to do. Besides, little Yan Qing doesn't seem too happy about me tagging along. Yeah, you're right. I took it with my skills. So, I guess you can say I'm a robber or something. Besides, the sword seems scared of its own master. I'd like to ask him. You claim to cherish your sword as your life. Yet you don't even recognize the state it's in right now? I didn't intend to keep his sword. I was planning to take this chance to return it to him. But now, I've changed my mind. I'll give that poor flying sword some proper maintenance. I won't consider returning the sword unless he learns how to say please, hello, thank you, and sorry. So he can forget about it for now.
I'm feeling a tingle saying this helps us without impending trouble seeing Ching face. While you're distracted, the young girl's already wandered off on her own. Whereabouts unknown. AKA her model has just been removed from the map. But I don't think they realize just how similar they are. They're both really hot-headed young swordmasters.
I'm sorry for Yang Qing's rudeness.
Not at all. Taunted by Yun Li like that, even a training dummy could be angry. You've taught your apprentice well. If it were me in my younger days, I'm afraid I'd have drawn my sword and fought. Yan Qing can understand your concerns. On the other hand, Yun Li is still a naive girl who's only interested in swordplay. Honestly, I brought her here to participate in the war dance because I want to broaden her horizons.
Hey, Don Hung. I thought all the Xianzhou generals were like Jing Yuan, but that General Hua Yan, he looks so thin and scraggy. As if even a light breeze would knock him over. Is that old man really an Arbiter General?
Never judge based on that. Sometimes even the oldest looking people and the skinniest look. Have you ever heard of a sleeper build? Those things are real.
Well, each Xianzhou ship has its own division and specialty within the Alliance. Not all of the Arbiter Generals are good at leading the charge. You heard what Jin Yuan said, right? General Hua Yan was once the head of all the skilled craftsmen on the Zhu Ming.
Like, for example, I have a friend who I always refer to him as a twink. The dude is buff. He's actually really strong. But I refer to him as twink. But like, I also know another friend named Alex. He was kind of skinny. He was pretty skinny. But if you ever flexed his muscles, you'd see just how much there is behind that. Like, the dude was actually the Spider-Man sleeper build. Perhaps he's a robot.
Don't you find it strange? Do Xianzhou people age?
Kind of.
I rarely see any old people on the Xianzhou ship. But General Hua Yan looks like an ordinary old grandpa.
Good question. He's right there.
Nah, I'd like to live a little longer.
We should leave. General Jing Yuan asked Yan Qing to entertain us, so obviously, he has important matters to discuss.
I like how when you talk to the characters, they really do just disappear. Except for those two, they actually stay on the map. Because that makes logical sense for them to still be there.
This is the report Qingzu just sent me. It looks like the general has given me a tough challenge. He wants me to try and help put the IPC's mind at ease. Well, it's not exactly a test. As Cloud Knight officers, we not only learn the art of war and martial arts, but also occasionally have to handle diplomatic disputes. It's just, talking things out isn't as straightforward as duking it out with weapons on the battlefield. This is especially true when you're up against the IPC, with their non-stop corporate babble. Well, let's not worry about that for now.
Let's go. Yeah, sure. Whatever you say.
It is the Lawfu's honor to have you in attendance at the war dance. Yet, the fact that a simple martial arts ceremony has attracted esteemed generals from the Zhu Ming and the Yao Qing implies intentions beyond mere spectator. Might there be any specific instructions from the marshal?
You're overthinking it, Jin Yuan. As I said, I'm here to broaden my granddaughter's horizons. I have no ulterior motives. However, I have no clue what the Yao Qing Arbiter General has in mind. Do you remember when you accepted this position? I told you that an Arbiter General's battlefield goes beyond the physical one. You'll need to lead and manage everything on the Xianzhou. The title of Arbiter General holds a weight far greater than its literal meaning. So many years have passed, and you've done well. However, longevity for the Xianzhou people can be a curse. Living too long means that every mistake you made will lurk in the shadows. And one day, will eventually catch up to you. The Marshal knows everything that has happened on the Lawfu. As for the Merlin's Claw of the Yao Qing, she has come specifically for you. Speaking of which, why hasn't she arrived yet? They say the Merlin's Claw strikes like lightning. Being late isn't her style.
That's not true, General Hua Yan. She's been here a while, but I'm sure you've heard of her unbridled...
Oh, isn't that Jiaochu? Isn't that, the Nihility guy?
As soon as she
And that's
disembarked from the
Mose.
star skiff, she mentioned having something to attend to and simply disappeared.
So that's Jiaochu and Mose, two characters that were released while I was gone.
You must be the messengers from the Xianzhou Yao Qing, I assume.
We are Jiaochu and Moza, retainers of the Merlin's Claw. It's an honor to meet you in person, Arbiter Generals.
Now this is interesting. A guest who doesn't come to visit but sends a message instead. What does she mean? Tell me, what could be more important to her than coming here?
Master heard about a spectacular view in Scale Gorge Waterscape. I believe she went there to enjoy it.
A spectacular view? Ha! Did you hear that, Genuine? This person is being sarcastic.
Please do not misunderstand me, General Huaiyan. I was simply stating the truth. Master thought it would be inappropriate to keep you waiting, so she sent us here. Once she's finished with admiring the scenery, she'll personally come and apologize to the both of you.
I can't tell if they're being genuine or extremely condescending. We'll see.
Drat. I forgot to ask Yun Li to return my sword.
I'll go get it back for you.
No need to bother. The Juming envoys won't be leaving the Luofu anytime soon. I'll ask for it later when we meet again. By the way, I don't know if it's just me, but the general seemed a little reserved. Could it be because of Elder Huaiyan's visit?
Reserved? Really?
Maybe I'm just overthinking things.
No, you're not. When I entered the Palace of Astrum, I realized that the messenger from the Xianzhou Juming was actually the Arbiter General himself. So, the messenger from the Xianzhou Yaoqing must be the Merlin's Claw herself.
That's right.
Well, that's what makes this entire thing so unusual.
What's so unusual about it?
The war dance is just a small festival. And now we have 2 Arbiter Generals from other Xianzhou ships here. I'm afraid they're here for something more. Maybe they've come to hold Jingyuan accountable for the Ambrosial Arbor crisis?
Hold him accountable? Come on, didn't the Luofu fall victim to the disciples of Sanctus Medicus and the Antimatter Legion?
Don Shu's rebellion and Ventilia's scheming are merely one side of the story to the other Arbiter Generals of the Alliance. Only a single piece of incontrovertible evidence remains, creating an endless source of potential complications.
The Ambrosial Arbor.
Yes. It's undeniable that the plague mark, which was subdued by the Xianzhou Luofu, has resurfaced. But was it really a conspiracy instigated by the Antimatter Legion? Or does it indicate a traitorous intent from within the Luofu? Once the spark of suspicion is kindled, it proves hard to extinguish.
That is true.
The General must have had that in mind when he invited us to attend the war dance.
What was I thinking? Seriously. Here I was looking forward to a carefree and enjoyable trip.
Aw, I was so excited. I thought those Arbiter Generals were just here to see the ceremony. By the way, I heard that an alchemist from the Juming diplomatic ship has arrived. And rumors say that she's to be the new Cauldron Master of the Alchemy Commission on the Luofu.
An alchemist from the Juming serving as the Cauldron Master on the Luofu? While it's not unheard of, the timing itself...
Thanks to your words, Mr. Dan Hung. Now I finally see the underlying tensions. The General is under tremendous pressure right now. I was completely oblivious to his troubles.
Come on, don't think like that. Leave the adult matters to the adults. Even if you wanted to do something for the General, it's not like you can do anything. Did I say something wrong? Again?
You were too direct. Please, Marsh, just keep quiet. You're a real master of conversation.
I don't have the skills to share the General's burdens at the moment. Still, I'll do my best to follow his instructions. Let's go. Once I've taken you to your accommodations, I need to go to the Artisanship Commission to handle the IPC's protest.
He looks like he has a lot on his mind. We can't just...
This is too much trouble. While I appreciate your kindness, dealing with the IPC's workers could be tricky.
No worries. We're pretty experienced in dealing with the IPC. You've heard of the 10 Stone Hearts? We've dealt with quite a few of them.
Don't drag me this. I don't want to end up bragging like you want, but don't drag me into this.
Hey, who's bragging? Anyway, this time it'll just be a few ordinary IPC workers. Surely you don't think they'll be even trickier than adventuring, do you?
Well, we have had a few encounters with the stone arts. First it was Topaz, then it was Aventurine, and then it was also Jade a little bit, but not much. Have we had any others? I don't think we've had any others.
Well, since you're willing to help, I won't decline your kindness.
On this recording here, considering I've only got 5 minutes left.